Hi guys, it's Miss Webb here. I hope everyone's doing okay. And today I'm going to read you a book called Hiding, which is all about animal disguise. So, all animals hide. They change their colour, they change their shape, they pretend to be something else. And these ways of hiding are called camouflage. So, can you see this horned frog who looks just like a leaf, and it'll be safe in the forest because he's camouflaged in the leaf? And you can discover the secrets of camouflage, and some of those secrets are hidden in this book. So you can see a speckled coat hides this baby deer in the shadowy woodland, and this stonefish rests among stones, but his poisonous spine keeps his enemies away. Oh, he doesn't sound that friendly, does he? Animals hide so that they can attack without being seen. It's a bit sneaky. Watch out for this tiger hidden in the leaves. And a polar bear hides her black nose so she is almost invisible against the snow. Do you think that crocodile looks a bit like a log? They're all hidden quite well, aren't they? Animals can use their colour to hide from their enemies. A sloth's fur is covered in lichen and moss. She is as green as the tree that she lives in. A tawny frogmouth closes his eyes and pretends that he's a branch. That's like a type of bird. And this caterpillar, he looks a bit like a twig. They're all blending in quite well. Some African butterflies hide by living in clusters, and some of them taste nasty. Ugh. Some of them don't, but a hungry bird doesn't like to risk making a mistake. He doesn't want to eat some nasty food, so we'll just avoid them. You would have to look a long time to find these chameleons. They can change their skin to almost any colour. Isn't that cool? So these African chameleons, they keep very still, and then they eat tiny bugs. You don't notice them hiding in the leaves. That's really cool. Eyes can give the game away. Hide them and no one will eat you. An angelfish and a butterfly fish hide their eyes behind a black stripe on their bodies. Do you see it? And when a raccoon prowls at night, he doesn't want anyone to see him, so his eyes are blending into his fur. Eyes can protect you if you have fierce and pretend ones. Keep away! This frog's bottom is watching you. Can you see it? His bottom looks a bit like a face. Some animals decorate themselves so nobody knows they are there. This sponge crab hides by pretending he's a sea sponge. Don't tell anyone, but there's a hermit crab living over there. An African bug covers itself in ant bodies so it doesn't look tasty to its enemies. Yuck! Can you see all the ant bodies on that big African bug? My goodness. Many animals pretend they are plants so that they can hide and stay safe. This leaf insect sways like a leaf. Could you tell the difference between the leaf insect and the real leaf? Who wants to eat thorns? These thorn bugs can fool a hungry bird, so they won't eat them. They'll be safe. An Australian leafy sea dragon looks like a piece of seaweed. You'd have to look really carefully to see him. Very smart. Other animals pretend they are plants or flowers so they can attack. Oops, a flower mantis looks like a flower to this poor butterfly. Can you see that on the left? It's very sneaky. A vine snake hangs like a vine and waits for an unlucky bird to appear. An African spider pretends he's just a thorn. And a hungry leaf fish pretends he is a leaf drifting through the water, just waiting for some food to come along. Those are sneaky animals, these ones. Sometimes harmless insects look like harmful ones so that their enemies won't eat them. Each one of these is pretending to be a wasp, a hornet, or an ant with a nasty sting. That's very smart. And this harmless Malaysian keelback flattens his neck and pretends to be a deadly snake like a cobra. No one's going to attack a deadly snake, are they? That would be very silly. Oh, and nobody wants to eat you if they think you're dead already. An opossum pretends to be dead because most of its enemies don't eat dead animals. Do you see that fox prodding it? He's not going to eat him. Ew. A grass snake rolls on its belly and lets its mouth hang open. Do you see that? And if you were a bird, would you eat that click beetle? No, you wouldn't. It doesn't look appetizing, does it? Even if you were a bird. So, birds can lay specially coloured eggs so that their enemies won't see them. Can you see the little tern's eggs hidden in all the pebbles on the beach? Dogfish egg sacs are called mermaids' purses because they look just like seaweed. The mother cuckoo has stolen a reed warbler's egg and laid her own in its place. Huh. So that means the reed warbler is going to look after her baby egg for her. That's very sneaky. Can you spot the cuckoo's egg? This reed warbler can't. Some baby animals have special colours to keep them safe from their enemies. That's really smart. So a stripy coat helps keep wild boar piglets blend into the shadows. And when a young zebra stays close to his mother, he's almost impossible for a predator to see him. A harp seal pup is white as the snow that's around him. All animals hide. Can you see which animals are hiding in this picture? Maybe you could pause it and then you could send me a list of the animals that you can see. I'd love to hear from you guys. I can definitely spot quite a few. So here are some of the words that were mentioned about story that you might not have been sure what they meant, but don't worry, I'm going to help you out. So we talked about an angelfish. They've got a pretend black eye on the fish's back to trick enemies and draw attention away from its head. Very smart. And the baby deer. As the baby deer grows bigger and stronger, its coat loses its speckles because it doesn't need to be as protected. So there's a chameleon. A chameleon flicks out a long sticky tongue to catch unlucky flies. And remember, the chameleon can change into almost any colour. It's amazing. There was a crocodile. A crocodile can wait without moving for a long time. This helps him to trick other animals. So if he doesn't move for ages, they might actually think that the crocodile is a log. There was a cuckoo. The cuckoo lays one egg at a time in different birds' nests. The egg is slightly larger, but it looks like the other eggs. There's a harp seal pup. When a pup is old enough to swim, he loses his white coat and turns a mottled grey, just like in the picture before this. There's a hermit crab. This crab lives in many different sorts of shells. As it grows bigger, it simply moves house. So a bit like a snail has a house that it lives in, but this is a crab and he can move house. When he gets bigger, if he can't fit in his current house, he'll just move along to a new one. There was a leafy sea dragon. He's a kind of seahorse. He looks so much like a piece of floating seaweed that small fish hide behind him. Very, very smart, that one. And a possum. The opossum played dead, but it doesn't keep itself from all animals. Hyenas and vultures like to eat dead things. They are called scavengers. And there was a raccoon. A raccoon is a nocturnal animal, which means it's active at night and rests during the day. And that's why the raccoon needed to have its eyes blend into its body so it can't be seen at night time. It would give it away. And lastly, there was a vine snake. It kills its prey by injecting a small amount of poison from its fangs at the back of its mouth. Ooh, that's sneaky. So that was the end of this book about hiding animals. I hope everybody really enjoyed it. Bye.